Hello, my name's Lisa and I do all sorts of craft. Anything you can think of I've had a go at over the years. I like quilting, hand quilting, and I've got a nice little project I think you may be interested in, might not, who knows. When you've done a project like a quilt or a dress or something like that, sometimes you're left with bits and bobs you don't know what to do with. You put them in a little scrap bag. I do is I chop them up into little squares. If there's enough room, if there's enough of the quilt fabric left over, I might chop it up into a little hexagon. I will then, that's a lopsided one. Shall I show you a lopsided one for context? Lopsided, does it matter? I don't think so. More in the middle. This one's been salvaged from another project. I made it. Made a cushion, didn't like the cushion. Took it all apart, took me a day, taking it all apart. It's got all the bits on it and that, don't matter. But I put them in. I've used just a white, sort of pearly, off-white cotton, cheap, cheerful cotton, like this, hand sewn. Sit there in front of the telly, front of the podcast. Stick them all together, stick them, sew them into, get them up my way, a happy little blanket with all your little memories on, memory quilt. Doesn't matter what it is, don't matter the colour. Scrap quilt, don't matter the genre, just all bits, years. That must be about 8 years ago, knocking around, but I like it, it's cute. A little blanket, made my grandson. Oh. Blanket, made for the cat. And a little happy bee, always a happy bee. Doesn't matter how tiny they are. I mean, look how tiny that little icon is in that bee. Wee. When you put it on, makes a hole. I mean, you can arrange in colour. I'm sure you could be very clever and do an ombre. I'm sure. You could. I mean, this is a memory quilt, but you could make it out of, you could buy the fabric. You could do it all patterns, like a balayage, you know. Good. Why not? But this is scrap. And stick them all together. I mean, this is a project that's going to take years. But it doesn't matter. When I've got a little collection, look, I've had a little fun few hours. Chop. There's my pearly. I'm sure I shall run out of that and I will have to either find more or deviate to a different colour, doesn't matter. There's my little former. Husband made that. Which I chopped me calico, used calico, so cheap. Your calico, hexagon. Pop it round. I bought these off eBay. Lots of different people, don't put any butter. Lots of different people do them. Bought it off of eBay. Popped it on. Oh, I'm rough already. I am not sharp corners. I mean, look at the state of that. Look at that. Look. Oh, it can't even focus. It's so disgusted it can't focus. Look at that. See? I'll just sit there. It's a hexagon. It's a hexagon. Stick them together. The corners don't match. Pull it a little bit. Does it matter? Does it matter? Look, if I show you here. Well, that's quite good. It's more or less matching. Look, some are longer than others, some are shorter than others. I really don't care. Oh, that was the needle that got me. I really don't care. It just makes a nice little blanket. I should put that in there. That's really, if you've got, I've got a proper place to put the needles. Of course, I shan't do it, shall I? I prefer to live dangerously. Makes a nice little happy blanket, I think. Little memory quilt. All the things you've done, all mixed up. I keep looking at that one. I keep focusing on that one. Isn't that pretty? I bet you that was just a piece of rubbish on. I think that was just like a eBay mixed bits and bobs. And yeah, pretty. Here it doesn't really matter the weight. It doesn't matter the quality. I mean, there's Liberty in here, which is my pinnacle of all things. Liberty. I love Lewis and Irene. Moda. Anything really. Just pop it together. It's a nice little colour. If you can pick out an icon, all the better. I don't even remember buying that. just keep making projects, make a big project, then smaller, always got something fiddly on the go to occupy your time. But this is I think this is a nice little idea. I'll just do a little decoration on the, perhaps you can see it there, a little decoration on the front. In a rough hexagon shape. Oh, I should call this channel rough. Shouldn't I really? Rough. Gives me pleasure. I'm a little bit annoyed about that being off centre. I'm not really particular like that, but that's so off centre, isn't it? That's like deliberate. It's almost like a deliberate. I shall not conform. Maybe we won't even see it when it's in the quilt, or maybe it's one of those that will jump out at it every time I go. If so, like the cushion that I unpicked to get them from, if it annoys me, I will unpick it. But I doubt it will. I doubt it'll be something that ever bothers me again. I don't stitch for the glory of getting it right. They say, don't know, are you a product or a process? I think I'm a process. I love the product. But I think I'm more the process, that methodically calming, always got a little something on the go to fiddle with. That feeling of the fabric, that completion, that sort of, they say dopamine now, isn't it? Isn't a buzzword? That dopamine of do. There's the of that one and that one together. Those colours together, and then that little colour, little jump, and then that one perhaps matches it, and then let's do something different. Wallop, we pop that in. Love it. What starts as a scrap, just ornaments that anyone in a sane mind would throw it and go, it's far too small, throw it. Can't do anything with it, throw it. Anybody with a sane mind would do that. But they miss out on this. And I think creating things like this leads to a sane mind, perhaps I'll say, maybe with the reins holding the mind, helps, I think. Look at that, little bunny on it. And you'd see that in the quilt. Little bunny. It's a happy little feeling. I should have the little table mats. Did Easter table mats, and that's from the little bunny. And then maybe you'd look at it and go, I remember that when we had lunch together and we got gravy all over the mat, and I washed gravy off, but it never actually came out, and there was one rabbit that always had a gravy stain over it, just happy in it. Never care. No one will ever care about it but me, I'm sure. In 100 years, who will care? It might be worth money. Worth a lot to me. Would it be worth a lot to my family? They don't really share my. Look at their little Dalmatians. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? Who knows? See, I remember reading that book as a child. I remember lying in my bed reading that book, cover to cover, in one go. It was just like, I love it. Jodie Smith, isn't it? Oh, I remember that. That was beautiful. And then such a letdown because the book is so different to the film. But I felt like I had been let into secrets with the book that other people didn't know. So that reminds me of that. Reminds me of the little blanket. I backed that. My little grandson's little lap blanket when he was little. Still little, but little. Yeah, little things. Other little things in here. And all of these are going to end up in the quilt. All of these little happy memories are going to find a place. A little stegosaurus bottom. That's a bit better, look. Skull. Why not? You tell me why not? No laws, is there? I should be showing you this. I'm not going through enjoying myself. Stop enjoying yourself. Not even that, it's plain. It's very plain. But that would let something else bounce off round it. You've got to have a little bit of play. That's what the calico does. It evens it out. So, what I'm thinking is we'll do bits and bobs. Might be a bit quilting. Might be a bit scrapbooking. Might be a bit of cross stitch. Do you like a bit of cross stitch? But I don't follow patterns. I just go off on one. That could be fun. That could be fun. Felt. Not that felt. The flat felt that you make. Christmas tree decorations and things like that. And things that occur to your brain. You want to get out. I do that. I get something in brain. Like, oh, I want to make that. How do I make it? So anybody else would go and actually find out. No, what I mean. I get the stuff, put it away, and I like that. Yes, things we might delve into other crafts together. Yes. Or you tell me, what do you fancy? What do you fancy me doing? And have a go at. Let's see if I can do something. Say something. Pyrography. Never done that before. Will I burn myself? Yes. Will I make something hideous? Yes. Will I enjoy myself? Most possibly. Will you learn something? No. Will I learn something? Possibly. If you don't do it, we won't know, will we? Never done biography. I've always fancied it. It always looks so dangerous, doesn't it? Like when you just sort of stab yourself there with a needle. Imagine what I could do with something that's hot. A flame. Something with a flame. No, perhaps not. I could do a puzzle. Just do a puzzle. I like those colouring in. I do like a bit of colouring in. What I want to do is start learning how to actually draw and then colour in my own colourings. Fancy that. I fancy that. Well, maybe we can make a regular date. Or maybe it's just me, myself and I on here. Perhaps the cat sighing in the corner. See you again. See you when I have an idea. See you when I have something to show.